I get the script, I do an effects breakdown, tell him how certain effects can be achieved. Depending on the production schedule, we'll do what we call a maquette, which is a small model. From the maquette, we sculpt the creature itself, and that could be if it's a puppet, we'll have to build an armature. If it's a suit, we have to take a full-size life cast, which is done with alginate, almost like when you go to the dentist and get teeth impressions. We do this with an entire body, from head to toe. We reproduce him in plaster and then in fiberglass, and then we have to sculpt on top of that. Take a mold off of that. After we get the mold, all this clay's in it, we have to clean that all out. Once it's all cleaned and prepped, we run what we call foam rubber in it, or silicone, or whatever material you're going to use, depending on what you want the final outlook to be. From there, we get it out in foam. It's carefully seamed, which is, there's like that mold line on the side. There's somebody that has a job that just sits there, cuts the flashing off, and carefully makes sure that the seam doesn't show up on your creature suit, prosthetic, mask, whatever it may be. After that, we have to paint it. And that's done with either rubber cement paints, silicone paints, any kind of medium that you can really think of. And from the painting and all of that, we have to glue it on the actor. Now that is another whole process in itself, because that could take anywhere from 2 to 8 hours, depending on what the piece is, or what the character is, or what the design is. And then we have to glue that on the person. And every time you glue a prosthetic or a piece on a person's face, and we use the solvent to take it off at the end of the day, which can take anywhere from an hour to 4, we have to make a new one for the next day that it's going to be on camera again. So this whole process starts all over again in the studio. We have the mold now, so we don't have to resculpt it. We have a mold. So we have to make a new piece every day the character is on screen. I would have to say that I am the director's visual agent. And it's my job that when I get a script, that I have to not only make sure that I'm going to produce in 3D and in reality what the director has, but it's also my job to make sure that I try and give him not only 150%, but also give him something maybe even better than he thought of. And if he is secure in that, and if he lets me go with that, that's when I have a lot of fun. Because it's like, oh wow, this director's cool. He's letting me do what I want. It's his idea, but I'm going beyond it a little bit, and I'm trying to... And hopefully after the editing and the lighting and everything, all of that stuff that gets so filtered down in the process, that idea or emotion is still there, that it actually jumps out the screen a little bit, and those intentions that I've planned and that he planned are still there.